thank you to the press that's gathered at such short notice, as I do unfortunately announce that I will be resigning as Glentoran manager today. I have been offered a job out of the country, not even in the UK, so I thought I would just let you all know that I will no longer be Glentoran manager. I will be going abroad, and I will be revealing who that team is in this episode. So tune in now to find out where our next adventure will be as we say goodbye to Glentoran. What do you mean, episode? I'm filming a series, can't you tell? No, that's not a strange question to ask in a press conference. It's a series on YouTube. What do you mean, what is YouTube? What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to Club 2, Episode 11 of the FM20 Campus to Champions, the final episode of Club 2 Glentoran, as we will be accepting a job offer today. We left last time out where this is our club profile, this is what we're looking like at the moment, 2-star reputation. Our attributes have gone a lot higher since we first started, as we are now a Continental Pro license. We've done all our coaching badges, we've got the maximum stats, or the maximum qualifications I guess, for this save, and we've got good stats in tactical, motivating. I'm a good motivator, I think that's... we can clearly tell that. So our attributes have skyrocketed since we first started, as we were all ones for everything when we first started. So I think what we'll do is, first of all, before we take the new job, we will say goodbye to Glentoran. I can't add any players to my shortlist until we take the new job, so we will be doing that after we accept the job. But Glentoran did very well for us. We had a lot of job offers from Northern Ireland when we were at Swansea Uni. Cliftonville offered us a job interview, Linfield offered me a job interview, but neither of those teams took me on. But Glentoran did take the chance on Super Swan, and even though we did delay them initially, we were a bit hesitant taking the job, but we managed to turn round their fortunes. And, we were meant to be a mid-table side in Northern Ireland, but we managed to sign just the right amount of players to skyrocket us up the league, and we did manage to win the Danske Bank Premiership, the County Antrim Shield, and the Northern Ireland Challenge Cup as well. So we have done really well, and you can see we've skyrocketed to the top of the league history. So that's always going to be a permanent marker at Glentoran. So no matter what happens in this career, we can take solace in the fact that we did win a top title with Northern Ireland, with Glentoran. Am I on the favoured personnel list? That's the question. Yes, I am. I am favoured personnel under manager alongside Glenn Green, Mark Horgy, Marcus Keynes there. So we've got a few players probably that were on there already, but certainly Glenn Green and Super Swan are the two new additions, I would say, to the favoured personnel. So again, we've made that impact at Glentoran, and if we look at this, let's have a look at the squad. Well, no, we'll have a look at transfers. So we'll review the history. So these are the signings we brought in. That's this season. So we're not going to see these players ever again. We've signed them in, but we're not going to see them play this year. So whoever takes over me is going to have a very strong squad. And I would hope that they would try and retain the Danske Bank Premiership next season. But the signings we brought Tom Price and Bill Lewis with us from Swansea Uni. Tom Price did drop off the mark a little bit. Yeah, I think we found Tom Price's level. He's only a 1.5-star current ability, 2.5-star potential player. So I think we won't be taking Tom Price with us to our next club. But he came with us. Bill Lewis, mind, he has thrived at Glentoran. He was a star player at Swansea Uni. He's arguably a 3-star player at Glentoran. He's still got 5-star potential. He could be a wonderkid in this game. So we're going to maybe bring Bill Lewis with us to our next club. But as he's now on a contract, it'll be quite hard to sign him. Owen Taylor, we didn't really see. Sean Banks and Chuck Woody was solid in the middle. We didn't see McParlin. Josh Daniels, what a signing he turned out to be. Signed him quite late in the transfer window as well. but he made a massive impact last season to get us those titles. I mean, he scored 12 goals, 9 assists, 6 player of the matches, a 7.31 average rating. I'm really unsure why Glentoran let him go, if I'm being honest, but their loss is our gain, and we did take advantage of that as well. Neil Rooney, we didn't really see. Kieran Sloan, we didn't see. Dan Rooney, now this is a man that made a big difference when he came in from Larne. He was our advanced playmaker, only signed for 2.9k, but he got a 7.07 average rating, and he, I think, sort of kick-started the season to sort of keep us in those top places and ensure that we did win that league title. So those were the players we brought in, and that was enough to get Glentoran back to the top of the leagues. So well done to Glentoran. We did really well there, and they are set up for success next season. So we've got some really good players going in, and if I look at the Danske Bank Premiership and the season preview, they are they're favourites. 7-2 on to win the league. So we have really, strengthened the side and turned them into back where they should be at the top of the Danske Bank Premiership. So yeah, I'm quite glad. I'm chuffed at what we did at Glentoran. We went there, we finished our coaching badges off, we won the County Antrim Shield, we won the Challenge Cup. It's been a very good year, and of course we won the league title as well. So it is sad to see Glentoran, and I mean, if we look through the reserves as well, they've got a few decent youngsters coming through. Ian McBride, Pierre Doherty coming through as well. Under 18s, not so much, which is why I didn't really show off any youth intakes, because there wasn't much to really see. But they've got a strong squad coming through, and I really do hope that whoever comes in can sort of drive Glentoran back where they should be at the top of the Danske Bank Premiership. So we left off last time out, there was 2 clubs we were going to go to. We were offered the AIK job, but Lillestrøm was still holding back. We'd done the interview, but we hadn't heard back from them. So it was going to be between those 2 clubs we were going to go to. But as you can see, the Lillestrøm interview was unsuccessful. They decided to go with Gort Larsen instead of myself. So, which makes me a bit thin, because, he's got less reputation than me, but then he is Norwegian, so he is going to a league that he is familiar with, and he's got pretty decent stats as well. So sadly, we won't be taking the Lillestrøm job, which means that we will be accepting the Almana Idrettsklubben job, or I'm probably just going to call them AIK. So that's an 8.75 transfer budget. 8.75 mil! That's the most numbers I've seen on paper in 4 years, that is. 8.75 mil! 110k a week wage budget compared to the 15 I had at Glentoran. So we've times 10 the wage budget, and they want us to finish top half and then next season win the league. So no pressure, but let's start the negotiations with AIK. So $3,000 a week, which consider we're on £850 at the moment, that is more than double what I'm on. Well, that's 3 times what I'm on, something like that. So we're definitely going to take the job, even if it's just $3,000 a week. So fairly simple contract, 35% wage drop if we get relegated, which we're not going to get relegated, I don't think. And it's a 2-year contract as well, so till the end of next season. So I think Sweden run from January to December, as opposed to August to May. So that's why the contract only expires in November. But I'm going to try and see if I can get a little bit more money out of them. So $3,500 maybe? Okay, 3. 3.4? 3, okay, 3.3. Come on, meet me halfway. Okay, they've gone orange, so I'm just going to take the $3,000. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to take the $3,000. So I finalised the talks. I'm going to exit the talks. And now with that in play, we are now in charge of AIK in Sweden. Almana Idrettsklubben hire Swan in a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate. Super Swan has left Glentoran to join AIK. So Swan, a JD Cymru South Manager of the Year. I'm glad that that's my, my main trophy that I've won for myself. That's what defines me, the JD Cymru South Manager of the Year winner. Brings a blend of experience and proven credentials with him to his new job. He's got a reputation for signing players under the age of 23. That's probably accurate because I signed Premier League youngsters. Swan, who famously knocked out Astana at the Champions League in July, will no doubt be hoping to prove similar memorable moments in stepping up to a bigger club. So I'm telling you, it was the Astana game that propelled us to that reputation. So we have taken the job. Media prediction 6th, 3-star reputation side, a 53,000-seater stadium. We have hit the big time now. We're no longer in small stadiums. We are going big. We've got excellent youth recruitment, great training facilities. You know, we've won a lot of Allsvenskans. We've won the Superettan. We've won the Cup a lot of times as well. So we are a successful side. So we are hoping to bring the good times back to AIK. So we'll meet the squad in a second. We'll go through the whole team. And as I mentioned there, that's the aim. So top half this season, win the league next season. So we'll continue that. Before we get into all that, we do need to add players to our former player shortlist. So now that we are in charge of AIK, we can go back to Glentoran and add some players to our shortlist of players we're going to keep tabs on. So we're going to definitely add Bill Lewis. He's been with us since we were in Swansea University. So Bill Lewis is going on the shortlist there. Glenn Green, 100%. I'm even going to... we could sign Glenn Green! He hasn't got a contract at Glentoran. Oh, guys, we could sign Glenn Green. We'll add him to the shortlist first, so we'll add him in definitely. Who else can we add in here? Who do we think's worthy of being added to the former players shortlist? I think Sean Banks was a good midfielder. We'll keep tabs on him. We'll add him to the former players shortlist. Anybody else? Josh Daniels, definitely Josh Daniels. He did very well with us, so we'll add him as well. Brian Neeson did good, but I'm not going to add him because he's 34. He'll probably retire quite soon. But anybody else? Joe McCann played well. Dean Rooney? Yeah, he did decent, didn't he? He did all right. Johnny Fraser did all right. I think that's as much as I really want to add, if I'm being honest. Those are the 4 players that stand out. But we'll pick one more because, you know, we'll round up to 5. Who do we want to add in there? Who's going to be on the shortlist? Who did well for us last season? We had a good defender, good striker, good midfielders. We're going to add Dean Rooney in, I think, because why not? We're going to add him in. He could be the 5th person, as he's a youngster, you know, only 19 years old, but did pretty well at the back. So Dean Rooney is the 5th man to make the former players shortlist. And in that moment in time, we will have a check on the shortlist and see how everybody else is getting on. So we'll have a look. So Leighton Stewart, still at Notts County. If you remember, he was the man that scored a lot of goals for us in 6 months at Swansea Uni. Not quite as prolific at Notts County, mind you. He signed on a free, but he didn't quite score as many goals as he did while he was with us. But he's still in League 2, Leighton Stewart, on £2,500 a week. We've obviously got Bill. We've got those 4 we added in. Mark Helms, still at Mansfield. He was a really good attacking midfielder whilst we were at Swansea Uni. How's he done? Has he made the first team yet? Yeah, he's broken through. 15 games at League 2 level. So Mark Helm, he's definitely making a name for himself. Again, not as good as he was at Swansea Uni, but, you know, we'll take that. That's fine. Who else have we got? Levi Lang. He's at Cambridge United. He's definitely broken through there. If we have a look at his career stats. See, again, not as good as he was at Swansea Uni, but, I mean, they are League 2 level players. We were lucky to get them while we're at Swansea Uni, to be fair. But Levi Lang's still at Cambridge United, so it's only been a few years. And we also... Cameron Archer. Oh, Cameron Archer, you were the man for us. And you just not have done well for TNS, have you? So he had that... Remember when he had that amazing year with Swansea Uni? Well, it wasn't even a year, was it? It was 6 months. We had Cameron Archer before TNS decided to ruin our season. But he didn't really get games. He did score 4 goals last year. 7.16 average rating. But he just was not as prolific as he was at Swansea Uni. So Cameron Archer, 22 years old now, so he's not as young as he was when he first came in. You know, you should have stayed at Swansea Uni, Cameron Archer. We could have won the Welsh Premier League if we still had Cameron Archer in the side. And then we got the 3 players still at Swansea Uni. Jaden Bennett, the winger. He was a very good player for Swansea Uni when we were there, and he's kept up the form there. Only 3 goals last year, but 7 assists, 3 player of the matches. I'm glad he's still there, very loyal, as is Ryan Alabusu, right back. He was another good player that we brought in. He was another player, 7.01. He had his best season yet. Scored 6 goals last season. Fair play to him. He's brought goals to his game. And Ryan Alabusu, another loyal player at Swansea Uni. And then the last player, Marley Bishop Wisdom, the man banging in the goals at the JD Cymru South level. Definitely dropped off. He didn't get many games for us after that. So the season we had him was there. And then, he's been very much a rotation player. But Marley Bishop Wisdom still kicking around Swansea Uni. He's still doing his degree. He's just learning how to play football, probably. But there we go. So we've got 12 players on the former players shortlist now. And as I mentioned, every time we move clubs, we will keep an eye on these players. So the only thing we need to do now is have a look at AIK. Have a look at our new side. So we've got players in the last year, their contracts. We're not really fussed about playing time. We'll sort all that bit out later. We'll do that in the next episode, episode 1. We'll do that of AIK. But if we have a look at the squad, let's have a look. Ooh, we've got some very good players at our disposal here. The best player we've got is Eric Alstrand. Oh, look at those numbers. I haven't seen numbers like that this year. Oh my word. Yeah, we've definitely stepped up from Glentoran. A lot of good stats. He's an advanced playmaker, plays in the middle, or plays on the wing. He is wanted by Atalanta, so we're going to try and hold on to him as best I can. But he's a very good midfielder. But, wow, we have stepped up, my friends. We've got Bilal Hussein, another midfielder. So we've got 2 strong midfielders. Oh, look at those yellow stats. We haven't seen stats like that all year. So he's another solid midfielder, star player, wanted by Lazio. So, we have got players that are wanted by Serie A teams. So this is how much of a step up we are at AIK. But Bilal Hussein also there as well. Robin Sunagran is a right back. Very good physicals, good mentals as well. Only 8 crossing though. So, not particularly fussed on the crossing. And the way I play, we need good crosses of the ball. But Robin Sundgren, he's a good right back. We've got Niels Froling. He's a winger, is he? Inverted winger, inside forward. That's good news for us, as we do play with inside forwards. But he's a 3.5-star current ability player. He can also play striker if we need him to as well. So it's good. I think we can probably play the same way at AIK now that we've got those sort of players. So we've got a good midfield, good winger. We haven't got a striker though, have we? Kiki Silva, he's another winger. Can play both sides, but he is naturally a left-hand-sided player. But he can also play inside forward on the right, as he is left-footed. 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's on the transfer list. Well, the first thing we'll be doing there is taking him off the transfer list, because he's a decent player. So we've got good wingers and good midfielders. That's good news. We can play the tactic we normally play at Glentoran with AIK. But look at those wages, man. $5,000, $4,000, those 3 players make up all of Glentoran's budget on its own. So we've got very good players to work with, my friends. If I look at the team report, what does the assistant think is our strengths and weaknesses? Well, we haven't picked a tactic yet, but so we've got a lot of strengths. Weaknesses seem to be right back, centre back, leaders and goalkeepers. So defence, I think, might be the position we want to strengthen at AIK. And if we look at the finances, 12 million in the bank. It's the most money I've seen on one page in Football Manager 2020. But an £8.65 million transfer budget. We've got a lot of wages as well. But the problem is, are we in a transfer window? Because I know we're halfway through the year. So we are 5th in the Allsvenskan, or the Swedish Premier Division. So, we're 12 points off 3rd, so that's going to be a bit of a stretch to catch up the European places, but we're safe from relegation. So I think we're probably going to be finishing in the top half, because that's all the board want, is top half finish. So I think we're going to be pretty comfortable for a top half finish. If we have a look at the rules, now, how do I know if we're in a... Oh, here we go. So are we in a transfer window? So July to August. Yeah. Oh, we got 4 days left of the transfer window. Oh, guys, we got a transfer window on our hands. So that's good news. We are in a transfer window. As far as the rules, is it just we play everybody? So, 30 games, teams play each other twice, and there's a playoff. What's the playoff for? Does it say lower deemed? Oh, okay. Oh, relegation playoff. Yeah, relegation playoff. Right. So as far as league goes, it's just 30 games. Teams play each other twice. Brilliant. So there's no split. It's just a straight league where teams play each other twice. So that's very simple. I can understand that. So the league ends in November, and we are in what would be classed as the middle transfer window. So it's good news. We've got some stuff to play with here. We'll have to play around with the tactics, see if we can try and get a gegenpressing in. So if I choose the formation we'll play, so we'll play like we did at Glentoran. So if we pick the best players already, so we've seen the winger. So Froling can play there. I think Kiki Silva can play there. We've got two solid midfielders in Hussein, and we've got Alstrand as well. Do they do better the other way around? Yeah, they do. So we've got a very solid base to work around. As far as defenders go, Lamin's 3-star, Sabranga's 3-star. So again, we've got two solid defenders as well. Keepers, we've got a 3-star keeper. So we've got a very good core to this side. There's not many weaknesses. I mean, wing-backs, 3-star wing-backs. Sundgren can play wing-back. We've got Renier that can play left-back. We haven't got anyone who can play attacking midfield, though. So that might be an option. We'll try and sign someone to play attacking midfield. Oh, strikers as well. We've got a problem with striker because Froling's our best striker and Wadji's our second best. And he's out for 7 to 10 months. So Wadji's out for a year. So striker is going to be something we need to improve as well. Ooh, should we try and sign Bill Lewis? Not Bill Lewis. Well, we'll try and sign Bill Lewis as well. But can we try and sign Glenn Green maybe? Oh, it's going to get exciting now, my friends. So we will end the episode there. So we've been introduced to the team. We've got good finances. We've got 4 days of a transfer window to go. So I am going to try and sign someone before the end of the transfer window. So yeah, you can see the poor form has been coming in, which is why the previous manager's been sacked. So we'll come back for our first league game against Jönköping Södra in the Allsvenskan in Sweden. So there we are, my friends. 5th place in the league. We've got about 12 games of the season to go. Board want top half, which should be very achievable. And then we can plan for next season, as they do want us to win the league next season. So we do have to be a bit clever with our summer transfers, or I guess will be winter transfers, as we do operate from January to December. So this is the 23 season, as they do operate in different timescales. So there we go, guys. We are now in charge of AIK, so we do say farewell to Glentoran. This will be the last Glentoran episode, as we will start next time with Club 3, Episode 1, AIK of Sweden. But leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. Leave a comment down below of what your favourite Glentoran moment was. And if it's the first episode you're seeing, go back and watch all of Club 2 of Glentoran to see how we did. And then come back and prepare as we go over to Sweden. We're leaving the UK to go to Sweden to manage AIK. Thank you very much for watching.